Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Cleveland Browns. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Seth DeValve, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell, 78 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Odell Beckham Jr., the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. No problem there on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. 14, Jets 7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. New York set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 7.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Here's Darnold. He gets it to Brown, complete. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
On first down, it's Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Now Bell. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. They'll try to run it in with Bell. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey! Hey, alert 33.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. They shakes him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. And New York set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. This is Anderson over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
These two teams all tied after one. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
57 to Mike. 57. Hey, Delta. I got you. I got you. 57. 57.
To the air again, Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here we go, son. Yeah, you know, young lady. Come off the ball, huh?
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And he missed it. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
We will have 2 weeks in the books once this one wraps up. More football coming your way, though, Thursday night. We start week 3 with a good one in the AFC South. Titans and Jags from Jacksonville. Kickoff for that one, 8:20 Eastern, 5:20 on the West Coast. And since we should have Marcus Mariota involved, 2:20 for our friends in Hawaii. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Here's Mayfield. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jordan Jenkins came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Mayfield to throw it. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Rush in. Rush in. Point it right. Point it right. Point it right. King. King. King.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. He was looking for Landry that time.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Ready? Tighten up.
The give is to Bell. Bell shot, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns, and the Jets are going to take the lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is taken at the 3.
Let's go. Do it.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Copeland in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Give him 32 on the play.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into 1st down and then some. Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for 1st down.
Hurry, hurry. Run. Hey, one set. Check, one set.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our 1st half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. A 1st down throw from Mayfield. He's got Njoku over the middle. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. The point after is good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now Bell. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. This one caught by Crowder. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Check the backer, check the backer.
A first down throw, Darnold. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Five.
Here's Darnold. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are going to take the lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And now the Browns coming out on the field. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, alert!
Mayfield looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, exit.
Mayfield now. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are all tied at 28. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a jet shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Switch.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Mike, young lady. Watch the screen. Smooth. 50 seconds, Mike. Young lady. Come on, boy. Young lady.
Off the play action, Darnold. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jannard Avery drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Line of scrimmage back at their own 3 now as they come up 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It's a gain of 9 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
Mike. Check. Watch 54.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
180! Regular!
Let's get it. Hey.
Alert! Hey! 5-7!
Mike 5-4.
Alert!
He's coming.
Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Hey, let's get in that hole! Bang! Run! Bang! Hey, alert 33!
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns have moved out in front. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. He's crashing.
Again, it's Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Mike, son.
180!
Mike. Cover. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. Hey.
180! Out! That's it!
Darnold from the gun. He finds his target. It's Crowder. 9 yards on the play and a 1st down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 4-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Bravo.
Now Mayfield. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Kareem Hunt is running back, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Run. Hey, Charlie.
54 Mike. No chance.
Throwing, Mayfield. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. On the move to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Here's Mayfield out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Mayfield to throw it. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Point it right.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort, picking up the 1st.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hey, Alpha! Let's go! I got you!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns have moved out in front. Point after, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Darnold. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. They'll run on 1st down. It's Bell. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. They'll go again with Bell. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give them 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Get that quarterback, D-line! Get that!
Out left to Anderson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Let's go.
Hey, wahoo!
Let's go. You tighten up. 57 to Mike. 57.
Back to throw. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to win the football game.
Set, 20!
Me and you all day. All day.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. I got it. Mike 54. Mike 50.
Hey, Delta.
Squeeze, double.
Now Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Browns, it was a great all-around